let's say for this effect, I start off by showing the spectator that I have one card that is going to help us, and in this case, it's going to be the ace of spades. So we can leave the ace off to the side, and I would need for the spectator to now choose a card. So as I just start sliding cards off, just call out stop. Let's say the spectator calls out stop here. So here is going to be your card. Go ahead and remember that. Hopefully that shows up on the camera. So hopefully you saw your card. And now I'm going to go ahead and actually lose it in the deck. So now I'll explain to the spectator that we're going to use the ace of spades to help us. So I'm going to start dribbling, and all they have to do is actually throw the ace in face up anywhere they would like while I'm dribbling. So let's say they throw it in right there, and we can square up the deck. So let's see where you threw in the ace of spades. So you actually threw in the ace of spades right here. So we can leave the ace right there, and we're going to see if that ace can actually find your card. So if I snap my fingers like that, you're going to see right here in the middle is the ace of spades with the ace of clubs, and there's one card. For the first time, I would ask the spectator to name their card out loud. Let's say they do that right now. And I would show them the five of clubs. So hopefully that was your card. If you would like to learn how to do this trick, make sure to stick around for the tutorial. Alright, so this is actually a really easy trick, and in my next video, I'm going to teach you another way you can do this. I usually teach you both ways in one video, but that video usually turns out to be super long. So I thought I would try something new and actually post two videos, which I've been doing lately for both tricks. And I noticed that the views have been getting better with more comments. So hopefully this can actually continue. So for this effect, you're going to need a deck and you're going to need any two helper cards. Now, in case you're wondering about the cards I'm using, these are the Seleucid Leo. I'm not too sure if that's how you say it, but I actually have a review on these cards. So I will leave that in the description down below. So out of your deck, you're going to need any pair of helper cards you would like. In this case, I chose the two black aces. So you're going to take one of your helper cards, let's say the club, and you're going to put it on the bottom of the deck face up, just like this. The other ace is going to go on top of the deck face down, and that is your only setup. So you have one helper card face down on top of the deck, and the other helper card face up on the bottom of the deck. So starting off the effect, all I do is I take out that ace and I explain that the ace of spades, or whatever your card is going to help us for this effect. So I put the ace over to the side, and now I have the spectator choose a card. So how I do this is by swing cutting, okay? So I just do a swing cut for two small packet of cards, so around 5 to 10. And if you don't know how to do the swing cut, I will put that down below in the description. But after you have done a few swing cuts, I'm going to use my thumb and I'm going to start peeling off cards like this. And the spectator is going to call out stop whenever they would like. Let's say they call out stop right here. So when they call out stop, you're going to raise your hand. Okay, so the card is on this left packet, because you did it like this. So you're going to raise this hand and you're going to push off the card and show it to them. In this case, the two of diamonds. Now they can even sign the card if they would like, but you want them to return it, and I like to lift my hand and spread it off and show them that this is their card, the signature is still on there, and when I bring my hand back down, all I'm going to do is bring this card back, and now with it squared up, I have a pinky count, or actually a pinky break underneath the card. So it's going to be that easy. So let's say they call out stop here. I lift up my hand and I push off the card. I show it to them. They can sign it. When I bring my hand back down, I'm going to move my thumb back, and now my pinky is right under it for a pinky break. So now I can take the rest of this deck, which has the ace right here, and I can put it right on top. So now I have a pinky break right here. So now I explain that we're going to cut the deck a few times. So all I'm going to do is lift up from the break right here. Okay, so I'm going to lift up from the break and put these down. So what you have in this packet is their card on the bottom, followed by that ace of clubs. And then this packet, you can cut as much as you would like. And that is going to be the move. So let's go over that one more time. So you have the ace of clubs face up on the bottom. You're going to start by swing cutting two small packets of cards. And then you can start peeling off cards like this onto the other packet with your thumb. Let's say they call out stop right now. You're going to lift up your hand and push off the top card and show it to them. In this case, the six of diamonds. While you bring your hand back down like this, all you're going to do, okay, just use your thumb here to actually pull back this top card, and you will now notice that you immediately have a pinky break. So this half of the deck can go on top of your pinky break. You can lift up from the pinky break. So now you have their selection here, followed by the face-up ace, or the face-up card. So you lift up this half, I put it down. Make sure it doesn't spread out or flash like that. And then for this packet, I like to cut it a few times on top, but the spectator could even shuffle this half and then throw it on top. That's what's really great about it. So now for your setup, you have the face up card on the bottom, followed by the ace. Now you explain to the spectator that they're going to use the ace of spades to help us. So as you dribble cards, you want them to throw in the ace. So a few things you want to keep in mind here is that the ace of spades, or the ace of clubs, is second from the bottom, followed by their selection right on the bottom. So what I like to do is have the deck on the table. I usually leave about 5 to 10 cards. It doesn't matter. So I leave a small portion, and then I like to dribble, and I actually throw it in to show them, okay? And then I can go and take the ace out and say, that's how we're going to do it. So that's what you're going to want to do. So let's say I drop some cards, I dribble, and they throw it in. Now, if you don't know how to dribble, something that might be easier is actually riffling the deck. So then they can put it in anywhere near the middle to the top. The only thing is, if you get closer to the bottom, just riffle really fast and just start over on the riffle, because you don't want it to be right next to the ace. That would be really bad, okay? So you can riffle anywhere near the top or the middle. If you get really close to the bottom, just end your riffle, okay? So that's a good alternative if you don't know how to dribble. Let's just say they throw the ace in right there. So you're going to pick up the deck and say, okay, let's see where you threw in the ace. So you're going to start spreading until you see the ace right here. So you're going to take all the cards on top of the ace. So these cards are on top of the ace. So essentially, you're going to want the ace on top of the deck. So all these cards which are now on top of this ace, you're going to drop, which will put that ace right on top, which then you can spread the ace and a few face down cards. Okay, about 3 to 5. I put those down. So now you're all set. This puts the ace right here on top of this packet, which then has their selection on the bottom, followed by that other ace. So when you put these on top, now the card is sandwiched and the trick is complete. You can say, okay, let's see if that ace can help us. With a little snap, you can riffle the deck. You can even do a card spring if you know how to. Just don't flash the ace of clubs. Now, I don't know how to do the spring, so I'm not going to attempt it. But you can even dribble if you would like. Just be careful you don't flash the ace of clubs. But now you can spread out the deck and you can show them. The ace of spades appeared along with the ace of clubs, one card in the middle, and that just so happens to be your 6 of diamonds. So that is actually the effect. It's not too hard of a effect. And I think I'm going to go over this one more time just so you can understand it. Because there are a few parts of this trick which took me a while to actually get down. So you're going to start with any pair of cards. Let's say the 2 black aces. You're going to put one of the cards face up on the bottom of the deck, and the other card is going to be face down on top. So one card face down on top, the other face up on the bottom. So I'd like to start off by showing that the ace of spades is going to help us. Just don't flash the bottom card. So I'm going to take the deck and I'm going to swing cut 2 small packets of cards because you want it somewhere near the middle. And then I'm going to start using my thumb and peeling off cards onto the other packet here, just like this. So let's say they call out stop right now. Because they called out stop with this packet, you're going to raise this hand and push over the top card and show them the 4 of clubs. And notice how I like to curl my pinky all the way over. That is going to help you with your pinky break. So while you bring your hand down, you're now going to use your thumb to slide back this top card. You can use your index finger to square it up with the bottom, but now you have a pinky break right underneath that card. So I take this packet with the ace, I put it right on top of the break, and I say, okay, let's give the deck a few cuts. So I lift up from the break, which is now the ace of clubs in that selection. I drop this down, and now this packet can be cut as much as you would like. I usually do it 3 times. So now you have the selection on the bottom, followed by the face-up ace. So now I like to have the deck on the table. I drop a few cards, and I like to explain that I'm going to dribble, and they're just going to throw the ace in, and then we're going to go to the ace, okay? So I take out the ace, I square up the deck, and I'm going to actually start that. So I'm going to go ahead and actually drop some cards. I like to riffle from the back. I'm going to lift my hand up and dribble. They can throw the ace in. You're going to leave it where it is and square it up so it can go in exactly. I pick up the deck and I spread to that ace. Let's say right here. Take all the cards above it or on top of it. So essentially come this ace to the top of the deck. So right here, I drop these to the table. I spread over the ace plus 3 to 5 face down cards. I drop these. So now this ace is face up on this packet, meaning for this packet here, you have their selection plus that one face-up ace. I drop this on top, and you're all set. You can talk about whatever you would like. You can recap the whole trick. I like to snap my fingers, spread out the deck, and I can show them. Right here, the ace of spades appeared along with the ace of clubs, and there's one card, and that is the four of clubs. And also keep in mind, really quick actually, before I'm done with the video here, that if you don't know how to dribble, you can go ahead and actually riffle down the deck so they can put it near the top or the middle. But if you get really close to the bottom, just end your riffle. But yeah, that is actually the trick. And that is the original way I learned this trick. So for my next video, I'm going to go ahead and show you the same trick, but it's going to not have one move, okay? So you'll see what I mean in the next video. So I hope you really enjoyed this video. If you didn't have a chance yet to actually enter the 300 subscriber shout out, make sure you do while you still have a chance. I think at the time of this recording, we are at 283 subscribers, so we are climbing up there. So I will leave that video down below. If you are new here, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Stay tuned for my next video, and let me know if you have any suggestions for the channel, because this week would be the chance when I can actually upload what you would like. So if you're new here, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time with a new video. Bye.